So my name is Ope Okunla, and this is my partner. She's
Selma.
and we own a restaurant here in Saskatoon, Global Port Fusion Cuisine. It's a life skill, right? And every child should know how to cook, especially in these days where girls get married and they don't know how to cook. So what we're doing is that we're empowering the kids and preparing them for the future.
Actually, we taught them how to cook melon soup. Melon is an indigenous Nigerian dish, and a lot of people eat it with what we call swallow. The swallow includes like pounded yam. You can eat it with amala. You can eat it with gari. But I love to cook it, to eat it with white rice, boiled white rice. So it's a very delicious meal. It is very rich because the melon, you have a lot of protein, you have vegetable inside, so it's like a balanced diet.
Yeah.
So it's a good meal for a home.
My name is Yemisi Bakare. I'm a student right now, and I'm also working with the health region. I'm a health worker. I'm also an occupational health and safety. I live in Saskatoon, and I have a family. I have 3 kids and a sweet family. I've always loved cooking. I've always loved cooking. I got my kids, they know how to cook. I always make sure like kids around me cooks very well. And especially in this part of the world, you know, when you just have to eat just the Canadian foods, like, you know, most times they tell you to balance up your food with good diets. And I think with African food, kids knowing African food, it spice up their nutritions, and I think most of them, from today's experience, I found out that most of them love the cooking. They really wanted to know much about African food, and here we are. So, I've asked to prepare a fori roll, which is the vegetable soup. It's originally, a fori roll is originally an African name food. Soup, it's made with spinach, though you have varieties of vegetable. We have kale, ugu, efo shoko. Some people like to call it a foshoko. It's a foshoko back in Africa, Nigeria especially. And I think that's the one of the fastest soup ever to be made. It's like dreams come true for all kids to know how to cook efori. At least the least one of the soup from Africa, at least they know it. So I always wanted them to know that one because all my kids know how to cook that. It's a little bit challenging for me, a little bit, not like much, because when teaching kids, especially the Canadian kids, African Canadian kids, they always want to know every quantity of what you put. Even sometimes, like you don't want you just had salt and it's not up to. They wanted to know the extra one, the measurements. Always wanted to know the measurement, and sometimes we forget to talk about measurements. But they always want to know that. I think that's the only challenge there. Other than that, like everyone has an interest and they love it. They just wanted to do more. And I just found out that some of them even know how to cook it. So it's a good one. It's a good experience for me. It's a good experience for them.
You can use anything. If you would like other than, okay. Anything.
Akim, would you like to try? Дима, отходи.
Now we cooked for Ukrainian name rogaliki. This is sweet cook. Yeah? Cooking. Now we done cook. We go to put on 25 minutes we pick up and put for all little як це, caldron after we use for sugar.
Inside and crispy outside. This the big, this be full crispy. So what you like more, make to no. I prefer this more salty. It's like potato pancakes. So it's simple. It does.
So they're all going to participate with showing you, and then they're all going to participate, which is something we're all going to be doing. Okay?
They're always apart. Not my elbow.
Yeah. You really want to do that? Why? Did it pay them? What? That one.
That's pinkish red.
Yeah. It's made the fish.
And put all this liquid in the different bowl. We don't need this liquid. A lot of salt. We can yeah. Yeah. I was.
No, but that's critical. And then we're still at the top, okay? That's why somebody's not to flop it. Have you done? Everyone done?
Yes.
You got to hear from that. I will tell you who it is. Okay, yes.
We have fish roll and handmade salsa. And for the main dish, we have vegetable soup with pounded lamb.
Okay, for our participants, feel free to do it again, all over again. Take more for our group.
I need this finish. They have something. Yeah.
We have two dishes for you today, which is the rice and the vegetable soup, and we have some pasta taglioli made from scratch. So the reason our menu is decorated like that is because the foods that we made today we use a lot of like vegetable and a lot of grains, which is represented a lot inside of the menu.
Like a taste surprise for me on many of the dishes I've never tried before, and good job. So for group A, I've got to say that the flavor of your meat dish was like amazing. Like I don't know what it's all in there, but with the meats and whatever it was, I don't know the name of it, but it was so tasty. There was so much flavor and so much seasoning in there. It was just really good.
And cooking doesn't really mean, oh, that's the cooking skill. No. If you can be a good cook, then you'll be a good organizer.
That's right.
You can't be a good cook without organizing your utensils, making a balance between different ingredients, so to say. You know what you guys do, right? Time management. You're able to collaborate with a team. That is a great skill. Okay? So put it in your resume. If you can cook and make content out of it, please start doing it right now. Okay? And I appreciate you one more time. Thank you very much.
Okay, everybody know where Scotland is? Haven't got an idea. I have a map to address the town. Sorry. Scotland is up there in the north of England. It's a tiny country. This map actually shows it because it's taken from Antarctica. Look at the size of Antarctica on this map. It's bigger than the rest of the world, which is interesting. One thing you find about maps is that you're taking a round sphere and putting it on a flat screen. So every way you try and make a map, it's going to distort something or other. Although Scotland is fairly small as far as the world is concerned anyways.
So you see the pouch? This is the good. So in the back there is a pouch.
Yeah.
This is where the baby will ride in a pouch in the back. And when it's cold and windy, I can put this hood up like this, and the baby can still look out. There. So my mother carried me this way. I have a picture. There's a picture somewhere in this set.
Yes. What is that something? That something is talking drum. You can see that talking drum have two faces. So when you turn it left, it faces the same place. When you turn the right, it faces the same place. So it's talking drum. Another one is something gets into the water and it does not make any sound. Something enters or gets into the water without making any sound. Can somebody tell me what that means? No. It's cotton wool. Do you know cotton wool, everybody? In Nigeria, we call it cotton wool, but here it's as if they call it wool. When you put wool inside the water, it will never make any